Here we are back in a private room once again, and we're just going to take a quick scan around and see if there is anything new that we can now interact with. But I do believe that we are down here so that we can go ahead. Yes, Sam, that's exactly why we're here. It's time for you to wash all of that shit off your face. And you know what that means. Let's go ahead and take a shower. Wait for it. Any second now.
Grenade number 0.
Can it be that we actually took a shower without Hartman watching us? Or maybe he was watching us, but just creepily and... Yes, good pointing, Sam. And silently, but... You know what? Let's just continue on with our journey.
What the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. There's just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon. I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise. Wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
I'm just going to go ahead and deliver the items for Luden's fan here so that we can just head to Port Knot City, because I think I've had enough of this particular region for now. We are restocked and resupplied and ready to head to Port Knot City. So, let's go ahead and do so. And I do believe it is off in this general direction up through the mountain. What was that we just passed? Let's go check it out. Oh, hey, look, it's that guy.
Thank you. Kindly.
You know what? No, let's not go this way because it looks like that terrain is very dangerous for our cargo. Let's get to the lower path that I think is right over here. Oh. Well, we certainly don't want to go charging off of that cliff and damaging all of our cargo. So let's just hook around here and take the lower path. I want to move really slowly through here because I do believe this is timefall rain and there are ETs lurking about. We definitely want to move quite slowly through here because I think it's a very narrow pass, and if we just try to gun it, make a run for it past the BTs, I don't think it's going to end well. And another glitch in my capture. I'm not sure if that is the OBS capture software or my Elgato 4K card. I think we're out of BT territory, finally. I've had a few glitches. I've been able to remove them. I wonder if it's because, while you are seeing this in 1080, I'm actually recording it and playing the game in 4K. But it's a little annoying. Oh, so apparently if we're crouching when we get on the bike, we will also be crouching when we next get off the bike. That is good to know. Let's go ahead and deliver this cargo.
You the porter? The one-man army sent to do the workman team? You and your 2 feet to fill all them boots. Looks like everything's more or less intact. About what I expect from a guy running solo.
This guy's kind of a douche.
So you here to usher us into a new chiral age or some shit?
Yeah. That cool?
Hell yeah, go for it. Been waiting forever and a day for this. Wait. Where'd you get that? That little guy? Same as mine. Where the hell did you get it?
Yeah, I can't really say. But the little guy, he came with the pod, if you gotta know.
And who'd you get the pod from?
Igor, from Corpse Disposal.
My little brother. So, what? He just gave one of these to you. Why?
I was there with him, at the end. We were moving a body. Things went to shit. There's BTs everywhere. And one of them grabbed him. So he told me to take it and run.
That right. So what's your story? You live through a catastrophe like that only to keep on doing the same work? Okay. Been a long time coming, I suppose. You take good care of that little guy. He belongs with the expedition. With you.
All right.
Better if you take this with you too, I reckon. Can't think of anyone who could use it more.
Blood grenades.
Sam, you've done it. Port Knot City is back on the grid. This community, a part of the UCA. Their data, a part of our shared wisdom. With enough time and enough chiral printers, they'll be able to build ships. And one day, the waters will be ours again. All because you led the way. Though what follows in your wake isn't always good. Any city that joins the UCA becomes a bigger target for the terrorists. But we have to accept the dangers and press on, no matter what. The rest of America is waiting, Sam. Waiting for you to take the first step and connect them to the chiral network. I know you can reach them. Make us whole again.
Thanks. One more C in the UCA, huh? So, you fixing to cross the lake and head west?
Yeah. We got a boat?
No, not for years now. Terrorists took out everything bridges that floats. Only boat in town belongs to a private courier.
Private courier? Don't tell me. Fragile Express?
That's the one. I already spoke with their rep. I'm having them load the boat with some of the supplies you brought us. I'll bet the folks in Lake Knot will be tickled pink to see someone come into port. Been a while, I expect. Head on down to the harbor when you're ready. It's right outside the distro center. Don't worry, Port Knot never gets the rain. Feel free to rest up in your room before you head out.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
There was no option to not use the private room that time, so there's either something new to interact with in here, or there's going to be a cutscene when I leave, I suspect. But let's go ahead and take a look around the room and see if there's anything new that we can now interact with. No, I'm not going to the mirror of funny faces. Let's go ahead and use the toilet.
EX grenade number 1.
What is happening here?
That should suffice. Glad to see everything's in good working order. Another of our new EX grenades, the number 1. So named because it contains a vaporized extract formulated from your urine.
Piss grenades!
Compared to our first iteration, this EX grenade contains a higher concentration of your fluids, which should make it more effective against BTs. Whenever you avail yourself of your private room's facilities, we will collect the results and produce additional units for your use. So you needn't worry about, running out.
And this time, Hartman was watching us take a leak. He is definitely a creeper. And we now have piss grenades. Let's see what happens if we go ahead and use the toilet one more time. That did not appear to do anything that time, but at least there's no AMC ride or die advertising when I'm using the toilet standing up. I tried making piss grenades and... Why do you keep pointing at that? I tried making piss grenades in real life once myself, and they were not received well. So I would advise against doing the same. You know what? Let's get the hell out of here.
Brought you an astronaut. Mankind can go anywhere, even outer space. You'll be out of there in no time. And the second all this is over, I'm going to take you wherever you want to go.
As expected, another cutscene there, and we're learning more about the relationship between BB and that mysterious stranger. Let's go ahead and check this terminal out one more time. Time to head to the boat.
The name's Higgs, the particle of God that permeates all existence. Ah, so it was you that dragged him into all this. Bloodied but unvowed. What's that? Bridget Strand is dead. America's last president dead and burned. Oh, and now the girl's been chosen to take Mommy's place. Well, that won't wash. She's not cut out for politics, is she? Oh, but don't worry. I'll find her. And I'll keep her real safe. You see, I've come to understand the truth of the Death Stranding. Oh, there's so much you people don't know. The girl, for instance. She's not like you or me. Dooms ain't her thing. And she's more into destruction on a worldwide scale. An extinction entity. Oh, it's so hard to form connections when you can't shake hands. Fortunately, I've got a good connection to the other side. Now you're no bridge. But me, I'm bound to all of it. This world, that world, and our sweet little angel of death. You're on the menu. All it'll take is one itty-bitty void out to blow us all to kingdom come. So how about it? Aren't you getting tired of the grind? Isn't this what you've been waiting for this whole time? A game over.
Heads up, Sam. According to our damage assessments, it would only take a single void out to total Port Knot City. A single BT allowed to make contact with a civilian would be enough. We can't let that happen. You've got to deal with that BT right now.
Then why in the shit are you calling me right now?
Be proud, my friend. Amelie's still waiting for you in the west. Head to your boat. It's ready. Get those supplies to Lake Knot City. We're just getting started.
We have just been introduced to the separatist named Higgs, who is voiced by the very talented Troy Baker, who you should know from The Last of Us as Joel. Let's go ahead and pick up all of these crystals because there's quite a few of them in this small area, and I do believe they were at the end of that cutscene. And it looks like Higgs is a bridge between the world of the living and the world of the dead and has some cool abilities. He was able to levitate some stone that he was standing on and obviously summoned a giant BT, so he's got some cool abilities. Where is my trike? Isn't it back here somewhere? You know what? Let's not even worry about that right now. Let's just continue on to the boat. So we also have learned that he has some type of past relationship with Fragile, and they both have way cooler powers than me just throwing my blood at people. So hopefully I gain those abilities myself later on.
Gonna catch a ride on that boat, Sam? Before you do, be aware that you'll have to leave behind any cargo you haven't gotten around to delivering. It'd be a shame to abandon something important, though, especially if you were close to finishing a run. My advice, put that stuff in your private locker in Port Knot City.
I'll put my stuff in your private locker.
You could just delay your boat trip until you've tied up loose ends. It's your call.
And I'm going to make the call to ignore your advice because I just want to get on with the progression of the game.
Snack?
You came through then.
I don't break that easy. Name notwithstanding.
You saw that asshole too, right?
Higgs. He's the leader of a separatist group.
Seemed to me like he was controlling that BT.
That's level 7 for you. Higher, maybe.
Seems like you know a lot about him.
Used to work together. Guess you could say we had a contract.
You did business with terrorists? Whoever pays, huh?
He wasn't like that back then.
So what's your angle? You want to save the world, or you want to fuck it all up like him?
I just wish things were different, all right? Here's all right. Don't worry, she still floats. Come on, we're the only cargo left.